Good evening, all my beautiful Astralites, as well as my fellow environmentalists. The reason I bring that up is because the start of October is Spare the Air Week. And this basically means, hopefully, you guys can hear me. It's noisy, so I had to put on my headphones. But basically, you see this tree right behind me? It's beautiful, sturdy, gives us shade. But most importantly, it gives us the air to breathe. That's what I love most about trees. And it's really a shame that they have to get cut down and be used for who knows what, basically. So, not sure if you can see it, but my shirt says "Be the Change." I'm outside. It's not a very good view from here, but I wanted to give you guys more of an outdoor experience with me. I know it's been quite some time since I've done something like that. But you know what? I really love this shirt because it really speaks to me. I love the environment. It's very important to remember to recycle, trash your trash, and as well as conserve by composting. See what I did there? But what really infuriates me, hopefully I said that right, what really grinds my gears is people are so lethargic, they are so lazy to the point where they will make trash shots towards the trash can, right? And they miss 2 inches over by the trash can, not even gonna put it in the trash. That's how lazy our society is. And guys, we need to do better. And I like to think of this as a ZSA, a sensational service announcement, because it's coming from yours truly, and I'm speaking to all of you beautiful, the public, the astralites, the otherworldlies, etc., environmentalists, whomever you may be, because we don't speak up loud enough about this. Earth is our home, and we have to take care of our home. We have to stop playing with matches like a bunch of idiotic womp rats. For one thing, only you can prevent wildfires. 50 plus years later, people are still not getting that sunk into their little brains. Guys, fires start from somewhere, and we are the cause of it. Something's got to change. We got to do things differently. But before I move forward, I'd just like to take this time for if you want more information on how to clean up the environment better, how to live in a greener society, go to sparetheair.org for more details. And hopefully you two will let me get away with that, even if I'm not monetized or anything. But YouTube, everybody, this is really important to me. I really need you guys to pay attention. And it's Halloween month. And, nothing's more scarier than CO2 emissions. So, public transit is free this week, October 1st through the 7th. Spare the air. Ride clean, drive clean. Just take public transit. Don't waste any gas, because I know most of you guys have gas cars, and you're just like, I don't have any gas anyway. All my money goes towards it, and it's already gone before the weekend. That's precisely my point. Why are we wasting time driving around gas guzzlers? If you drive hybrids, or if you go electric, kudos to you. But I'm specifically speaking to the people who drive gas cars. Honestly, when I take lifts, quite a few of those are gas guzzlers. It makes me nervous and it irritates me, admittedly. Oh, there goes the bus right there. But yeah, this morning when I was taking the bus to work, I was getting on the bus. I had my zip pass paid for. The lady was like, "Oh, you guys, everybody rides free from the 1st to the 7th this week." I was like, "Oh, you know what? I actually forgot about all that." But I didn't think it was a waste of $2.50. I really don't, because the card I use for my zip pass, that actually helps to plant trees in several countries. So, you know, whether it's a frugal expense or an expense, the planet's in good hands when I use my tree card, which I would definitely recommend to people. I'd say the only downside of that is you can't really get cash back from it when you get that option if you're at self checkout and things like that. I'd say that's just a major down part of it. But guys, we go through this every year, and I know most of you are like, huh, you know, global warming is a hoax, right? Yeah, tell that to the past 3 months we had to deal with triple digit weathers, you womp rats. Oh, and if you guys, speaking of change, if you guys notice, my hair is a little bit more shinier than usual. Uh, I'm just getting, I'm just skipping a beat here because I figured some of you might notice, oh, Astral, your hair so much more shinier than usual. Um, Juliana and I use mayo for our hair. And of course, I felt weird about it, but those of you who are hairologists or whatever the technical term for it is, I'm sure you would tell us, oh, don't worry about it. It's completely natural. It helps your hair, etc., etc. But yeah, in case some of you were like, why is Astral's hair so shiny? But you probably wouldn't notice more if the sun was up. I figured I'd catch you guys since it's a sunset. And you know, it's actually a beautiful sunset. I'm not sure if you could tell from this angle, but it's quite lovely. And oh, that's the other thing too. And I do this every day, or just about every day. So, if you have trouble, if you don't want to have to keep using paper cups, like if you're at McDonald's, for instance, or if you don't want to use straws because you're conscious about it, eco-conscious, however you want to call it, switch to reusable cups. Like, take me for instance. I don't have it with me right now, but I have a Kylo Ren Snackies cup. I love to death. I've scratched it up a little bit. I'll probably have to do a paint job with it, but you know, it was well worth the investment. I use it just about every day, and I definitely suggest switching to paper straws, things like that. And you know, it's definitely going to be a major help. So if you want to switch over to paper straws or reusable cups, I definitely recommend it. I just got Juliana this Starbucks cup with mushrooms on it. I figure I'd splurge and get like a $4 or $5 coffee. It's whatever. Like I only do it once in a blue moon anyway, so I figure why not? Because she loves the heck out of mushrooms. She wants to, when she gets more money and when we find a really good ink artist. Oh, by the way, if you guys know any motorcycle. So if you guys know any ink artists that can do great works of art on of tattoos and they're reasonable price, be sure to let her know. Uh, I'm sure she'll be able to post the information, or if you want to go directly to her YouTube page, Juliana Angel, Dark Mass Diva, she's gonna see this anyway and let you guys know regardless. So, but back to what I was talking about. Um, you know, once we get our dream house, uh, something that's important to me is a Zen garden. You know, and pardon the pun, I love bonsai trees. I love bamboo and things like that. You know, just have a little sanctuary where I can water plants, meditate, do yoga, things like that. And, you know, ride bicycles. A lot of people in Midtown have been doing that. I'm sorry, I see a bumblebee. I'm hoping it doesn't come over here. But yeah, if you go to Midtown, you'll see a lot of bike riders, a lot of electric scooter riders. Those are also free of CO2 emissions. And I think that's pretty cool, you know, just be able to ride green, be able to. I'm hoping I'm using CO2 emissions right. I'm not 100% sure. Uh, I'll probably have to research to make sure. Oh, did I use this right? But basically, free of toxic vibes, you know. Uh, no using toxic chemicals or anything that might toxify our waters or anything like that. Oh, I was actually talking to this young man earlier. He was telling me about, what was it? Phage bacteria and how it's getting worse to drink the water because there's parasites in it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm aware of that. But he blew my mind with all of this stuff he knew about phage bacteria and the evolution of it. And I was so flabbergasted. I was so amazed to see that a single child is this interested in learning about how bacteria works and how we can better ourselves as well as the planet. Because it is important to take care of ourselves. And I've had a couple of, I'd say slight food poisoning. You know, I haven't been doing too well. So it's mostly because of, I think it's because of how I'm cooking. Like, I don't think I'm giving it enough time, especially when I'm at Juliana's house, because I try to cook a plant burger the other night, and you know, I was up for at least almost 2 hours trying to get my stomach to feel better. I'm doing a-okay, you guys. I'm doing very well. I'm not gonna cook anything on a stovetop at her place for a bit because her burners are garbage, basically. And she'll tell you the same thing. It's not like I'm putting her kitchen on blast or anything. I mean, she doesn't have a kitchen, but you know where I'm going with this. But yeah, look how beautiful that tree is. It's watered by sprinklers. It gets plenty of sunlight. I can't say the same for this giant tree stump that we have in the yard here. And, you know, I get if you have to cut down branches because they interfere with power lines. But I don't believe this tree interfered with anything. I think it was just old. But for some reason, they cut it down. And I'm not trying to get too into it, so. But protecting the environment's one of the most things I'm passionate about. I love using my tree card. I love the fact that I'm able to earn points as well as plant trees, not necessarily in that order. It's a great feeling to know that you're taking care of something that the good heavens have placed you upon. That's a giant responsibility. That's never ending responsibility. Because Earth is our home, and we need to treat our home with better care. And they even made a Brita commercial recently saying that it was two high school girls. They were in the girls' room, and this one girl was filling up her bottle with water, and the other girl was like, "You're drinking tap water?" At first, I didn't know what it was. I think that's how they set it up, but anyway. She was basically like, "So you're drinking tap water?" The girl's like, "Yeah, it actually helps the environment and it saves plenty of water bottles," or something like that. I can't remember. I've only seen the commercial once. For those of you who have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But guys, it's no hoax. Global warming is legit. We need to start taking better care of our bodies, better care of the earth. Well, right now, let's focus on the earth. You know, we in this society, today's day and age, with the technology we have, it saddens me we're not using it to its full potential. We're not using it the way we need to. I mean, yeah, we have solar panels to conserve electricity, but I'm just like, why don't we have enough of those? The water stations they have at Target, the automatic where you put the little drink under. I'm just like, why doesn't every building have one of those? So that we can finally rid the earth of plastic bottles. I remember one time I was in college, and I believe it was either biography or biology. I don't necessarily remember. But basically, he said, I don't want to see any water bottles in my classroom. For those of you who are asking why, they actually spread germs after you finish the bottle. So that's why you need to recycle them immediately rather than refill it. So if you bring a actual water bottle to my classroom, I have no problem with it. I was like, all right, I see where this guy's coming from. And for a time being, I was telling my brother the same thing. I was like, you shouldn't keep using plastic bottles because bacteria spreads throughout the bottle after you're done using it. Especially if you're refilling the plastic bottle with the tap water. Because our water supply is not clean. That's another thing. Like, we need to have... You know what it is? We need better storm drains. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'm just like, what if we had storm drains that were automatic and had a developed system where they can detect plastic bottles or some sort of debris and just turn that into compost or convert it into more water. Something like that, something more productive. Guys, Let's take better care of the earth. Let's have a greener and cleaner environment. We are truly blessed here in the States, guys. And in certain countries, they don't have the same luxuries we do to access clean water. I believe if we work together, we can be the change. Food for thought. Feel free to share this video. Also, be sure to add a hashtag or two hashtags. The first one, hashtag spare the air, and the second one is hashtag be the change. Let's get to work. Let's make everything greener. Remember, sparetheair.org for more information. Let's get mean to get green. Bye, everybody.